Red Bull driver dilemma. Lawson versus Tsunoda for the Japanese GP. As the 2025 F1 season unfolds, Red Bull finds itself at a crucial crossroads, contemplating a potential driver swap that has ignited fervent debate among fans, pundits, and team insiders alike. With the Japanese GP on the horizon, the spotlight is firmly focused on the contrasting trajectories of Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda. Both drivers, representing different facets of the team's ambitions and philosophies, embody the complexities of modern F1 racing. Performance projections: Lawson's struggles versus Tsunoda's stability. Liam Lawson entered the 2025 season with high expectations, energized by strong performances in previous seasons. However, the early races have exposed significant shortcomings. Critics point to his underwhelming performances, particularly during qualifying sessions. His last-place grid position in Shanghai highlighted not only his inability to extract the maximum from the car, but also raised questions about his readiness for the top tier of racing. As Lawson continues to seek his footing, doubts regarding his long-term viability at Red Bull are mounting. In contrast, Yuki Tsunoda has exhibited a level of consistency that has garnered respect in the paddock. While the Red Bull car has faced competitive challenges this season, Tsunoda's experience and adaptability make him a valuable asset. However, his supporters voice concerns about the potential repercussions of his moving to Red Bull, especially given the current struggles with the team's car performance. Would a switch help lift his career trajectory, or would it risk his hard-earned momentum in a troubled environment? Cultural dynamics, attitude, and team harmony. The ongoing discourse around Lawson's demeanor has added another layer of complexity to the situation. Some analysts argue that his attitude needs recalibrating. They advocate for a more humble and receptive mindset as essential for success at Red Bull. F1 is as much about strategic synergy and team dynamics as it is about raw talent, and any perceived arrogance could alienate key figures within the team. On the other hand, the potential ramifications of a swap are significant, not only for Lawson and Tsunoda, but for Red Bull overall team dynamic. Veteran driver Max has voiced reservations about a shift in the lineup, expressing concern that such a change could disrupt the established team chemistry at a critical juncture. Verstappen, who has been instrumental in Red Bull's success, is acutely aware of the delicate balance between performance and morale that could be impacted by this decision. Emerging contenders, Colapinto and the future landscape. Adding to the complexity of Red Bull driver dilemma is the presence of emerging talents like Franco Colapinto, who continues to impress in lower formulae. As speculation swirls regarding potential driver movements, Colapinto's performance showcases the wealth of talent available to Red Bull, prompting questions about whether existing drivers should be the priority or if fresh blood might yield the competitive edge that Red Bull seeks. Conclusion: a pivotal decision looms. As Red Bull prepares for the Japanese GP, the ramifications of their driver decision weigh heavily on the entire team. The rivalry between Lawson and Tsunoda reflects broader themes of competitiveness, personal growth, and team cohesion that are prevalent in F1. While Lawson strives to prove his doubters wrong, Tsunoda must weigh the potential dangers of a move that could jeopardize his promising future. The upcoming race could serve as a crucial turning point, not only for the drivers but for Red Bull long-term ambitions on the grid. Ultimately, the decision rests with team leadership, who must navigate these turbulent dynamics with a clear vision for how to regain their competitive standing in the sport. The F1 community holds its breath as this high-stakes saga unfolds, eagerly anticipating the outcome. Red Bull considers driver change. Lawson to be replaced by Tsunoda for Japanese GP? As the excitement builds for the highly anticipated Japanese GP, reports have emerged suggesting that Red Bull is deliberating a significant driver change. Lawson, who has been part of the Red Bull family, could potentially be replaced by Tsunoda, marking a dramatic shift for the team as they look to bolster their performance mid-season. The 2025 F1 season has been a roller coaster ride, with Lawson, a young and promising talent, struggling to find his footing in the cockpit. Despite flashes of brilliance, his performance has been inconsistent, leading to mounting pressure from both fans and team management. With each passing race, the stakes have heightened, and the team finds itself at a crossroads, eager to regain the competitive edge that once characterized the Red Bull ethos. Tsunoda, currently competing with Red Bull sister team VCRB, has been making waves with his strong performances and newfound maturity as a driver. His experience and connection to Japan, the home turf for the upcoming race, add an intriguing layer to this potential switch. Red Bull management is said to be weighing the benefits of integrating Tsunoda's skill set into their lineup, especially considering the emotional and strategic significance of racing in front of a largely home crowd. Sources close to the team indicate that discussions have taken place regarding the logistics of such a transition. While the idea has sparked excitement among fans who have long supported Tsunoda, it hasn't been without its controversies. Critics argue that pulling Lawson from a critical juncture in his development could hinder his growth, while others champion the notion that a mid-season change might be just what Red Bull needs to revitalize its campaign. The decision, however, extends beyond mere racing strategy. It echoes the ongoing challenges teams face in the fiercely competitive environment of F1, where performance is paramount and every point counts. Red Bull must assess not only the immediate impact of the change, but also the long-term implications for both drivers. Lawson, who is seen as a future star, might benefit from continued experience in a less pressured environment, while Tsunoda could harness the opportunity to prove himself at a top team. As the clock ticks down to the action-packed weekend at Suzuka, both Lawson and Tsunoda are in the spotlight, each with their own motivations and ambitions. Will Red Bull make the bold leap to switch drivers? Fans and pundits alike await the official announcement, hoping that whatever decision is made will elevate the team fortunes as the season unfolds. The Japanese GP is poised to be not just another race on the calendar, but a pivotal moment that could shape the careers of both young drivers involved. The debate surrounding Lawson's performance illustrates the complexities within competitive sports management. Critics argue that his straightforward approach and results fall short of the expectations for a top-tier team like Red Bull. In contrast, there's a faction of supporters and analysts who empathize with Lawson, considering the significant stress and external influences that challenge his performance. Max, a critical figure in this conversation, has remained silent on the proposed shift to bring Tsunoda into the team. This silence raises questions about the potential for Tsunoda to enhance team dynamics and vehicle performance, a key concern for Red Bull's strategy. The discussions surrounding this potential transition highlight not only individual driver assessments, but also the broader strategic outlook of the team. It underscores the delicate balance between performance expectations and the myriad pressures drivers face in a high-stakes environment. As fans and analysts debate the merits of keeping Lawson versus integrating Tsunoda, the true impact on Red Bull competitive edge remains uncertain. The situation encapsulates the ongoing tension between performance metrics and the psychological toll on athletes in elite motorsport.